What up, everybody? So, I tried to get into Fallout, not any game in particular, just the franchise as a whole, and it didn't really work for me. I'll explain to you guys why in a second, but just give you a bit of backstory. I started off actually playing Fallout 4 when that came out. Didn't buy 3, didn't buy New Vegas when it came out. It was just never up my alley, wasn't my type of game. I see why people like it. I definitely do like things about it. It's not all negative. But yeah, I started with Fallout 4 and that was it was decent. It wasn't a bad time. It got pretty bland after a while, but ever since I played 4, I never beat it, but ever since I did play it last, never really had a desire to play another Fallout game, and I did hear that 3 in New Vegas are really good. So before I went back and played 3, it might have been a mistake to watch the show because I don't know much about the game. Therefore, I didn't finish the show either. I might go back and finish it, but it was decent. Obviously, I probably would have liked it better if I actually beat the games. But as an actual, TV show, blah blah, it's pretty decent. Still not really my cup of tea, but I'm just trying to venture off into different areas and make gaming and TVs more fun and watch and play something that I usually wouldn't. So at least try to give it a chance. I'll give it that. So I played Fallout 3. I played a couple hours. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not going to say I beat the game. I didn't. It's a long fucking game. And I don't know, I got maybe 3 hours in. I know the story picks up later on, blah, blah, blah. But it felt like there's too much to do for me personally, especially when it comes to side quests. It felt very obligated to do them, and I kind of didn't want to do them because I didn't find it super interesting. I wanted to focus on the story, but I mean, doing side quests helps you get more gear and loot and blah blah blah. I really, I did like the character interactions. I like the different dialogue options. You can kind of make your character who you want him to be. He doesn't speak, unfortunately. I thought that was kind of stupid. But I found the world just to be bland, found it to be boring. I get we're in a wasteland. There's nothing super, super fascinating. But I don't know. All the, it's just all shelter shacks laying around, gun shops. I've already played Mad Max. I've already played fucking Rage. So this didn't feel completely new to me. I just feel like I've already played it before. Maybe if I played it back in the day when it came out, it would have been different. Because a lot of people say stepping into the wasteland is a really memorable moment. For me, I like there wasn't even any music or like a score. It's just like really quiet, and you kind of just walk out there and then you go about it after. I didn't really find it to be this big glamorizing moment, but like I said, when the game came out in 2008 or whatever, I completely understand where people are coming from. I think I just got on the bandwagon a bit too late, so it's my fault. Um, I did like the weapons. I did like the shooting. The gameplay wasn't like A plus. It was pretty laggy and buggy for me, but it was decent. It was somewhat fun. Didn't really care for all the passwords you needed to figure out these computer terminals, and then 10 minutes later you find out after wasting all that time you could have just went into the room behind you and find a key and open the door instead of fucking with the password. Stuff like that just made some of the game feel like really redundant. There's so many times I was sitting there trying to access a terminal, meanwhile there was a key right behind me, so I don't really see what the point of that was. Like I said, the dialogue options to me are like, because I didn't beat the game, I don't know how the story plays out. dialogue options are definitely the standout for me. I thought that was really well done. But even with that, and the gameplay being decent, and the world, you're in an open world, you're going to be here for a while. I don't really feel like spending all my time here. I'd rather go back to something more colorful and like Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I don't know, I just find this very boring and bland and dry to look at. It's not very appealing to the human eye. So, like I said, is this game bad? Absolutely not. It is revolutionary. I can see why people loved it. Still to this day, it has a massive fan base. I don't know if I'm going to play New Vegas. I probably won't. It's just this world, how they do it. I'm not a huge fan of them. Also, not a big Bethesda guy. Never really have been. I love Wolfenstein. That's pretty much like their sacred franchise to me, like Halo is to Microsoft. Other than that, I don't have much else to say other than I found this game just to be boring. I didn't, even though the dialogue options were good, I felt like a lot of the voice acting just didn't, I don't know, it didn't have enthusiasm. It just didn't sit together with me right. I don't know, it felt kind of off. Like, especially the mouth movements. I know it's PS3, but goddamn, I was told New Vegas is better, but I just think I'm not super interested in this post-apocalyptic world. There's other things I find a bit more interesting. So to me, I find this game a bit boring, but there is some good things about it. That's pretty much all the review. Kind of wanted to let you guys know. And if you don't see a review of the show, that's why. I'm not going to make a review shitting on it, because there's going to be so much stuff that I don't know, probably, because I didn't play all the games. So it is what it is. This is not a bandwagon I'm going to be jumping on anytime soon. Thank you guys for watching their video, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.